Pregnancy pillow, big pillow or small pillow? I slept with each for 3 nights and I'm here to tell you the honest truth about what I thought. Let's go. Hi, Amanda here, and I wanted to give a little update or a big update on my pregnancy so far. I am currently 27 weeks pregnant, going into my 28th week of pregnancy, and wow, I feel like time has flown by with 2 toddlers that I'm chasing around the house, and this being my 3rd pregnancy. I cannot believe that I'm entering into the 3rd trimester at this point. But look at the bump. The bump is definitely bumping now, if I do say so myself. I currently feel like a penguin sometimes, just like waddling around and going up and down the stairs and around the house and to all the places, and wow, I can get out of breath easy. So I am definitely trying to take care of myself as much as possible. But something that has happened in this transition 2nd trimester, going into 3rd trimester, has been a lot of back pain and then also trouble sleeping. So that started right when I kind of started to enter the 2nd trimester, definitely more heavy as I got into the second half of the 2nd trimester. And now, wow, I decided maybe it's time to do something about this. And pregnant mamas out there, have we talked about the tailbone pain? Because oh my gosh, let's talk about it. Sometimes my right tailbone section hurts, sometimes my left tailbone section hurts. Whew, feels like my belly is really dragging and pulling, and waking up to pee every hour, every 1 to 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours, I feel like is fair. Having all these vivid dreams at night and then waking up so often to try to go to the bathroom and then shuffling my way around in the dark, coming back, getting in these positions that I'm trying to stay in. I know you're trying to sleep on your side when you're in the 2nd and 3rd trimester, and I'm really trying to do that, but it's been just difficult lately. So I've been trying to think of ways that I can help relieve some of the pain from my sleeping positions and maybe get some more support for my growing stomach. And the easiest way to do that, I thought, is by finally looking into some maternity pillows. So I've been trying to use some of the regular pillows that we've had from our bed in these past pregnancies and this pregnancy, but it doesn't seem to be supporting me in the way that I need. And there's a lot of hype about maternity pillows right now. So I want to give that hype some attention and try out some maternity pillows. So I ordered 2, and they are currently here, which I'm so excited about. And I want to compare the 2 because both are very different. So I ordered one of those U-shaped pillows that receives a lot of hype. I've heard a lot about the U-shaped pillows. I'm excited to try that. And then I also ordered a different kind of smaller pillow set from BabyBub. So BabyBub maternity pillow set and a mom cozy U-shaped pillow. And I'm excited to compare the 2, and I want it to be a fair and accurate comparison. So I want to give them both a shot and give them both each 3 nights of me sleeping on them and my review. And I also want to hear what my husband thinks about having these pillows in bed, because that'll be new. But want to give them each 3 days. So come along on the journey of the 6 days of sleeping on 2 different maternity pillows and how they work out for me. And if it helps with any of this back pain and sleeping issues, and gosh, I would love a sound night of sleep, or at least some more sleep and less pain. So let's go see what the boxes look like. I'm excited to unbox. Da 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 da. Our pillows, yay! Here's what they look like. One's from Amazon, one's from BabyBub. And BabyBub says that restful sleep has arrived. I sure hope so. Let's go check them out. Okay, BabyBub. This is such a cute box. Total comfort found inside. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Support for you and your bub. And that's the whole box. Okay, first piece out. It's fun to hear it inflating. All right, and 3 pieces came in that wrapping. And these are the covers coming up next. How cute! First, I want to say I adore this color. It looked great online. This is the turquoise color, and it's just such a cute, light greenish looking color. I love it so much. My favorite color is green. I wanted to make sure the pillow is nice and fit and snug in there, and it is. So the first section is put together. This is cool. There's a Velcro attachment here. Here they are. All right, time to unbox our Mom Cozy U-shaped pillow. Once I cut this, it'll expand out. Wait 48 to 72 hours to fluff up. Okay, noted. Okay, it went from like a small rectangle square thing to a giant pillow. Wow. Well, this is cute too. A classic gray color. And it feels good. And I know it has to fluff out some more. So first thoughts here. The U-shaped pillow is already pretty huge, which is cool. It's like a vibe thing, right? We'll see how that works out. And the BabyBub pillow seems to be more compact, which is also cool in a different way because that means it would take up less space, right? When you're asleep. So it'll be interesting to see how the two perform. So I'm excited. And I will take you all with me to set up the BabyBub pillow for the first time tonight and right before I go to sleep. So you'll see me during setup. I'll get in, test it out, and then start the comparison and give you some honest, raw feedback. So excited to try my maternity pillows. Woo! Okay, I'm getting ready for bed. It's night one, so we are going to try BabyBub for night one. But I couldn't help but research why side sleeping hurts so much during pregnancy, especially at these stages, and here's what I found. So some of this stuff makes sense, right? As you naturally have your belly growing, it's getting larger and larger. And there's a little thing called gravity, which is taking your belly when you're sleeping on the side down into the mattress with it. And if you're on your side, your leg, naturally one of them, let's say you're laying on your left side, your right leg's gonna naturally fall forward, which twists your spine, and that is producing some of the pain as well, which, yikes, my tailbone, woo, hurts. So depending on what side you're laying on, your sides can hurt at different times. And all of the pregnancy hormones going on, it can really loosen the joints. So that's why your hips and everything are extra sore when this happens. So learned a lot doing research before bed. Now I gotta shut that part of me off and try to get a good night's sleep. But first, let's see what it looks like, the setup. I gotta get my PJs on and then we will go check that out. Okay, we're here for night one of the BabyBub maternity pillow test. And as you can see, we have our materials here. We have the wedges, which not only is there a wedge to support your belly, but there's also a wedge to support your back to make sure you stay in place at night and to make sure you're nice and comfy. And then we have this little piece here that if I need some extra support, I can just place it in my front or in my back where I see fit. So I'm excited about that. And then also we have a nice pillow here for in between my legs. So my leg doesn't go over to one side, bend over, hurt there too. So I'm excited to have that support. So I also have some dogs that have decided to join me. Here's Macchiato and Vanilla Bean. But we are going to try this right now. So getting inside the wedges, which is nice. I think I'll use this for some more back support. And then this one for in between my legs. Already this feels super comfortable, so I'll let you know how the night went when I wake up. Good morning. Just woke up and I had a full night's sleep with the BabyBub maternity pillow. So, night one. Wow. Okay, I already feel very supported from both sides. So, it's definitely something you have to get used to having it there. But I definitely felt secure. So, day one, the main word, secure so far. And I also enjoyed the leg pillow. It definitely covered me from even above my knees all the way to my toes and beyond. So it was kind of nice to have that secure measure in place too. I feel like my knees and legs did not slip on the first night. So yeah, I definitely feel the security of having it there. 2 more nights BabyBub, then day one of Mom Cozy, and then 2 more nights, and then full review at the end, so of both. But so far, definitely something you have to get used to if you haven't had anything before, and it does hold you snug. Okay, it is officially night 1 using the Mom Cozy U-shaped pregnancy pillow. Which is different than the BabyBub pregnancy pillow. So we have it in bed. We're about to test it out for the first time. And right off the bat, this feels like a hug because it's really big and fluffy. So you can also position this a different way. I have this turned to this side here, but you put your head up here. Now I'm in U. Which almost seems more like, I don't know, is this a U? Yes, it's a U. But in the U, but this can be used for your leg. So you can get support for your legs this way. And you can just cuddle up with it on this side. And then if I have to go to the bathroom, which I will multiple times in the middle of the night, there's a little opening here, that's why it's U, and I can just shimmy my way out of it as so. But you can also flip it around. My husband has backed up to get this full image of the U. It's that large. But look, I've changed the position of it. So if I want to flip over and lay on this side and have my legs propped up this way and cuddle up this way, I have that option too. So I'm getting tired, and here's to night 1 of trying it. I'm excited to see how I feel. I'll report back with day 1 results in the morning. And then we'll wait till the end of the video for the full results of the 3 nights on the U Mom Cozy pillow. Macchiato, what do you think of the U-shaped pillow? Okay, just woke up from night 1 on the Mom Cozy U-shaped pillow, and my one word for this morning is large. The pillow is very large, and it was very different than the BabyBub pillow in that way. And night 1 with the large pillow has been something. Stay tuned until the end of the video for my full review after the other 2 nights, but it was something so far. It was definitely large, and it's comfortable, but it's different. So I'm gonna give it the next 2 nights, and we'll see what I think then too. Bye. Okay, I am back after my 6 nights of testing out the pillows, and I have a lot of comparison points to go over. And I want to start with the first one. First and foremost, the size of the pillow. So obviously there's a difference between the BabyBub smaller pillow, set, and also the Mom Cozy giant U-shaped pillow set. Two completely different pillows, right? One smaller, one's huge. And for me personally, I really enjoyed the smaller pillow, BabyBub. It was small, it was compact, it felt like it held me properly in the middle of the night. There was a separate pillow for my legs, which I enjoyed it being separate from the main pillow, which has the two wedges to support the bump in the back. So really enjoyed the size of the BabyBub pillow. And compared to the giant U-shape general Mom Cozy pillow, I feel like it was, for me, very, very big, too large to sleep with in bed, and created a lot of trouble getting out of bed in the middle of the night to go use the restroom, which I've had to do every couple of hours. So it was kind of a struggle climbing over the whole thing to get out to use the restroom, and then coming back and having to readjust, and using the top as my head pillow too was quite an adjustment. I like my head pillow, so I just feel like it'd probably be better suited on the couch or somewhere else, maybe sitting with it, lounging with it, but definitely not to go to sleep and get sound sleep with it at night. The BabyBub was very easy to get back into after I made multiple trips to the restroom. And also another thing here, while we're talking about size and shape, the support too for BabyBub. I felt like I was more supported because there was actual wedge for my stomach to be supported and not sink back into the mattress. So I did feel like I had proper support for my stomach there. And I didn't feel like I got that with the U-shaped pregnancy pillow, just because my stomach kept kind of just sliding into the mattress, and the U wasn't really supporting underneath my bump. And it didn't really support my back either. I didn't feel wedged in, I didn't feel cozy and tight. And the BabyBub pillow did that for me. Very much so, which I appreciated. It was kind of like a dream sleeping with the BabyBub pillow for the first 3 nights, and then switching over to the giant U-shaped pillow was kind of disappointing for me, because I got much worse sleep with the U-shaped pillow than I did with BabyBub. BabyBub, I'm sleeping soundly. I feel supported from day 1 all the way through day 3 that I did the test for. And with the U-shaped pillow, I was almost counting down the time until I can remove it off the bed. So, but the size too. So let's talk about space, right? Boundaries. So the size of the U-shaped pillow, I feel like I had to creep over the top to try to see my husband, and I felt very distant from him at night. Whereas the BabyBub pillow, my husband was still able to cuddle next to me at night, and I feel like I still got to be in a bed with him. The U-shaped pillow, I felt like I was in a zone of my own, almost like I was a child playing in like a play fort or tent. It felt that huge to me when I was sunk in the middle of it, which can be nice and can feel cozy, but you feel alone. So I felt much more alone. And after talking with my husband, he felt the same way as well. So I would say, space-wise in your bed, the BabyBub, for me, much better fit there. Something else too, the Mom Cozy U-shaped pillow was comfy because it had a lot of just like soft spots on it, which could be comfy, right? But when you're sleeping with it for multiple hours at night, it got really hot. And I'm running hot because I have a lot of blood supply. I'm pregnant. So the BabyBub wedges, they are actually made of this bamboo material that felt more breathable to me. So for that reason, I really love the BabyBub pillow set, just for being more breathable and for me not running hot at night. With the U-shaped pillow, I was sweating more and more and more, and it was a little uncomfortable to sleep with. And after sleeping with the U-shaped pillow, I did wake up in a little bit more hip pain, more back pain than I did with the BabyBub pillow. I think, again, because then I got used to that support that the BabyBub brought me. And then when I didn't have that support anymore, it was almost like this loose fort that I was sleeping in. So yeah, in the middle of the night, I definitely found myself trying to reach for my BabyBub pillow when I had the U-shaped pillow. I really wanted that to sleep with more. I'm going to continue using the BabyBub pillow and let's get to the verdict here. So honestly, I thought it could be fair game here. The U-shaped pillow, a lot of people rave about that. A lot of people say it's comfortable. It has great ratings, right? But the BabyBub pillow is just so different and so much more supportive and helpful to me. So I am definitely going with the BabyBub maternity pillow, and I couldn't recommend it enough to everybody out there looking for a very comfortable, breathable, supportive option for your growing bump. I would also say for moms that are already struggling with back pain, hip pain, just the weight of your bump, really go for the BabyBub pillow. I think you'll feel so much better, so much more support, and I feel like your spouse would enjoy it more too, just still being able to cuddle you, see you at night, be that supportive partner. I think it's a win-win here. So I am definitely going with the BabyBub pillow. I think the U-shaped pillow can be nice for those who are looking for some warm comfort. If you're looking for a giant pillow to cuddle to in the middle of the night, maybe the U-shaped pillow is for you. But for me personally, I recommend BabyBub. And if you're pregnant currently, please let me know in the comments what has helped you survive so far in this pregnancy. What has been a really meaningful item to you to have? And I'd love to hear from you because I think we're all just trying to survive until babies make arrivals here, right? So let's try to do this. We've got this, and let's make things easier for ourselves by setting ourselves up for support during the night, proper support and better rest, as much rest as we can possibly get as a pregnant mother. So since I highly recommend the BabyBub pillow, I've linked it below for you. It's in my description. So go check out that link. It automatically gives you 10% off. And if you're thinking, what if I don't like the BabyBub pillow? What if it doesn't mesh well with me? What if I want to try other options? They have a 90-day free risk trial. So you can return it back within 90 days if it doesn't work for you. No questions asked. So to me, this is a win-win situation. Try it out. Go treat yourself with the BabyBub pillow. You deserve it. Thank you so much for coming with me on my maternity pillow journey here. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and follow for more pregnancy related stuff, mom related stuff, toddler craziness stuff, family life, vlog stuff. Follow me. I'd love to connect with you. And until next time, bye.